First, I could not walk by without getting a closer look at this thing. So I spent most of the day working at the shop. By most of the day, I mean it is now 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But I wanted to make my weekly pilgrimage to Antiques Marketplace of Lemoyne. We've got about an hour until they close. We'll probably shop for about 30-40 minutes. But let's see what we can find to buy and flip for a profit. Here we go. So it is an absolutely beautiful day. It's hot, but the breeze is like delightful. All right, here we go. Okay, so the first thing I noticed was definitely this coffee table. $3.95. Oh, it's so nice. I don't know. I think with young kids, the idea of having a glass table really freaks me out, so I can't really do that. But I wanted to check out this bowl and this thing right here. What is this? Hayden, World War II ceramic tile with coins, keys, and vintage. I've never heard of that before, but that is super neat. So this is $29. And this one is $65. Hayden Lewis. I may have to look that up. So I can't really find any comps on this. And it's just a lot of fun. Andrew would probably get a kick out of these because of the coins. Okay, well, since we literally just walked in the door and found those things, I'm going to check out the rest of Zoe's booths over here. She always has really interesting and unique pieces. Lots of fashion, too, but you guys know that's not really my thing. It's still really cool, though. I probably couldn't pull it off. I see a fused glass plate back there. I think it's fused glass. Maybe, no, that's pottery. I'm going to try to pull that out. Yes, it is pottery. I like the colors of it. R-E-I-C-H. I'm not familiar with that one. It is really pretty, but I think I'm going to pass on that one. Let's see if I can get it back there. Stay. Look at that. Is that Lewis and Clark, right? Maybe. This booth, it's 40% off at this point. So I'd say they're probably clearing it out. There's a $30. What? So a few months ago, before Laura was even born, I found an art glass oil lamp in this booth similar to this one. I think it ended up selling for $120 or $130. I gotta be careful tipping these always. So there might still be oil in there. I think this is the same maker, isn't it? It is. Lamp Chen, I think is what it says on the bottom. But yeah, I sold it almost instantly. So it has the little chimney too. So it's only $30, 40% off of that even. So we'll snatch that up, and then might as well take a peek at the Roseville here if it's going to be 40% off. I don't do much with Roseville at all. You guys rarely see me pick up Roseville. That's because it's usually priced at full retail or even more than retail, especially at antique malls. So I don't usually mess with it when I'm out and about. Oh man, that's such a shame. That one has a chip on it. $18 on the Weller. You can tell I'm really excited about the Roseville because I go straight for the Weller. So, I don't know. I mean, what's this down here? $18 on that. That's nice. It's got a nice texture to it. It's probably Nippon. Okay, so I think I'm going to do a Google image search on this because, like I said, I don't do much with Roseville, so I don't know what this pattern is, but Google seems to be able to grab that pretty quickly. The other one I like, and I'm going to set this one up on the top shelf, is this one. I like the blue. So I may consider these two. I'm going to look them up real quick. And wait, I need to have my free finger. There we go. I'm just going to snap a picture of it. And then it's going to search based on that image. So according to this, it's clematis. Roseville Art Pottery. So this jardiniere, they're asking $95 for, but that one appears to be a little bit bigger because there's 2 flowers on it. This one, unless on the back, does it have 2 flowers? Let's look. Oh my goodness, Leo, look at that. We just had to turn it around. Okay, so, I mean, it sells for, somebody's asking $95. These aren't sold listings, but it kind of gives you an idea for it. And I would say that that is actually Roseville. You got to be careful because there's so many knockoffs out there. This looks good. So 60 and 40% off. I think we'll take that. And then the wall pocket. Let's look that up as well. So the comps look pretty good on that. This is Snowberry, according to Google image search. Here somebody's asking $89 for that one. I'm asking $540 for the pair there. $150 on that one. So $85, 40% off, $50. All right, let's bring it all up front. I just couldn't help myself. I grabbed it all, with the exception of this, which I'm now going to put in the cart. I should say basket. These are Roseville as well. They're bookends, but they're not matte. They've got this glossiness to them. So I did look these up. This is Magnolia Bloom. How much were they? $38. So there is a pair listed currently for $125. There were no sold listings, but since it is a pair of bookends, I'm more tempted than if it was just a single. If it was a single, I would probably just pass on it, but I think I'm gonna grab them because they're still 40% off. Okay, well, the last and final one is $15. This one is giving me Hull vibes, but there's no markings on it. I think I'm gonna leave that behind with the Weller. They can be friends. There you go, guys. This is not signed on the bottom. I thought it was Pottery, and then I read the label and it says Art Glass Candlestick, 18 bucks. So it's 40% off. I can go in our basket as well. Okay, I feel good about this. I feel like we accomplished something today. That was awesome. This is Brickerville Antiques booth. You guys know we've been to Brickerville Antiques before. It's in an old barn with the $5 and $10 section that JT has. So this is Brickerville barn booth. We're gonna head down here now and I'm gonna check out Tiffany's booth. Maybe pause a moment here. I found pretty good stuff in this booth before. It looks to be the same as my last visit, so we'll carry on down this way to Tiffany's booth. Oh look, more Roseville. This looks like that same pattern. Blossom, something blossom, so. Snowberry, never mind, this one is Snowberry. It's not what I thought it was. This is $60, it's 25% off. I feel like we got a really good deal on the last Roseville, so I think I'm all Roseville'd out for one day. But looks like there's some new treasures in here, so let's take a peek. Oh, never mind, we've seen this before. I had a moment. Signed Art Glass Cup. We've looked at this before. Art of Fire. I think this is a local glass blower. It's only $15. I don't know if it's a votive. What it reminds me of, and you know what I'm going to say, is Glassy Baby. That's why I gasped. I had a moment. I'm going to grab it for 15 and 20% off. And then I was looking at this little dish. There's no markings or signatures on that. I liked the iridescence to it, but I feel like there should be more than just one little cup. So we're gonna venture in here and take a peek. Looks like a lot of the same. Oh, I hate this cabinet. All right, open. Okay. Carnival glass, $30 each. Those are pretty. It reminds me, I have some Carnival glass at the shop. I took photos of it and it looked like it had a ruby base, but I strictly remember it having amethyst base. The way you can tell the base colors is by holding it up to the light. So if you hold this one up to the light, you see that it is an amethyst base. The iridescence is so heavy on it that without holding it up to the light, you might not be able to tell. Okay, there's some hole down there. What is this? Have we looked at that before? Is that new? It's heavy. Near you. I'm gonna sneak you out. Okay, there we go. Cranberry swirl glass vase. There's no markings on it, and I don't feel that great about the bottom. It is a pretty vase, though. I think we're gonna leave it. Red pottery vase with crabs. No markings or signatures on it. Kind of surprising. It's only $25, but I don't know about that. This guy's fun looking. Here is a really nice iridescent glass oil lamp. You can see it's got its little wick there. I did turn it over. There is a signature. Let's see if I can do it one-handed for you guys. There's no oil in it, thankfully. There we go. Oh man, I got it upside down, of course. I don't know. That one's really tough. Can't quite make it out. Let's look at this one. Small iridescent oil lamp signed. Oh, this one you can actually read. It says Vines, right? Maybe? I don't know, 1997. So they're the same maker. It's not one I'm familiar with, though. 25 for those, 35 for that. I might cheat and look them up. So here are the sold comps on those oil lights. You can see the highest one sold for $26. That looks the most similar to this. And when you consider it's 25% off, it's probably right at retail, so not worth bringing home. Let's check and see if Becky has anything new. Last time I was here, I bought a really cool starfish. Looks like I think there were 2 starfish here when I was last here, and it looks like the other one may have sold or got shuffled into another location. Those are neat. Yeah, I just found one of these at the Goodwill the other day. That's funny. It's matchy match. Looks like Becky is decorating for fall. Fall is probably my favorite season. Googly eyes. This is beautiful. I feel like it's more contemporary because it's thicker. You can see there on the bottom. Royal Porcelain, Bavaria, KPM. It goes really well with the fall display. Okay. You know when we're pressed for time, we always stop by a few booths, and this is always one of them. This is the vintage booth. I buy a lot of stuff for myself out of this booth, but occasionally I will find stuff for resale. Oh my gosh. Do you guys remember when I found one of these at 81 Antiques? He was all crazed. He had a bunch of crazing and discoloration and a few chips, but he was just so endearing that I had to buy him. A closer look at this. And actually, if I'm remembering correctly, I think I found another one at Black Swan a few years later with Juliet. $18 on him. I feel like at this point I need to buy one to keep it, just because every time I see him, he makes me smile. I really have no use for a creamer. We just use the cream right out of the carton, but I think he could find his way into my china cabinet. So like I said, I normally buy more for myself out of this booth than I do for resale. Are those bananas or corn? What is happening here? They kind of look like corn texture, but it's got peels like a banana. What is this? 42 on those. Those are just fun. Slide glass owl. Check him out. It's Imperial. 45 on the slide glass owl. Have we looked at this before? I'm feeling a little bit of deja vu. I feel like we have looked at him before. All right. Oh, hey. I think I saw one of those at the Lemoyne Goodwill. Check out this guy. It's a beaver, and his tail is brass. It's so fun. It's really heavy, though. I'm not going to mess with it. I just thought it was fun. Okay, so I think that I'm just going to leave with that fun creamer today. But about every week I come in, there's new stuff in this booth, so you just never know. The markings are signatures on that. I like the coloring. Okay, so I'm just checking to see if JT has added anything. This is really neat because the chimney on it is a cranberry color. I don't really do a whole lot with oil lights, except for the one I bought earlier because it's art glass. There's a set of Pyrex primary bowls for $65. I feel like that's about what they sell for. I haven't looked up comps in a hot minute though. $28 on this guy. All right. Well, I'm gonna bring my basket up front, and then I'm gonna see if I have time to swing through Kenny's. But I think we're just about done. This is absolutely adorable. I was actually walking by on my way to go down to Kenny's booth and noticed this. The mouse. There's even little mushrooms on that. That's so cute. There's a plant in it though, and I feel like if I bought this, I'd probably kill the plant. $23. I guess that's likely a hobbyist piece. Not a hobbyist piece, but it is hand painted. Maybe I'll buy it and I'll try to transfer the plant into something else. I have plenty of planters at the shop. $20. Okay. Yeah, I'll take this. I'm gonna try to keep this thing alive. Wait, is it real? Yeah, that's definitely a real plant. Okay. I'm just gonna carry this. This primitive looking cat is kind of terrifying. I feel like it's more modern and it's made to look primitive. I don't think it's actually 45. Look at the face. You know what? When I see this, the kids are really into this bendy. Well, they were. It's this like creepy cartoon. That's what this reminds me of. This looks like bendy. I think I'm going to leave it behind. This right here is Salmon Falls. It looks like it's got the blueberry pattern on it. That's $48. Sorry, I'm talking quickly. I told him not to worry about turning down the music today. And I just want to make sure I don't get a copyright strike. Okay. Well, I made it all the way back to Kenny's booth, and I'm just going to browse through here pretty quickly. He's always rearranging it, so every time I come here I have to like wait a minute and be like, is there actually new stuff here, or did he just rearrange it to look like there's new stuff? I like the style of this. It's actually made of resin. I thought it was going to be ceramic. It's not. That reminds me of the banana dog. That's a pretty cameo glass vase. Let's see if it's a Gallet knockoff or not. No, they didn't try to pass it off. Sometimes it'll say Gallet on it and it's a knockoff, but in this case it's just a cameo glass vase. There's no markings on it trying to pass it off as Gallet. It's $19.99. It's likely a reproduction. Ooh, hello, pretty. Oh, you're a little wobbly, aren't you? That makes me nervous. Okay, I guess I have to pick it up and look at the bottom. $20? Don't mind if I do. Alright, well, I think that's all I had time for today. I'm gonna head up towards the checkout and I'll get back to you in the car. First, I could not walk by without getting a closer look at this thing. What in the world is this? Is it pottery? Art pottery bowl, 2 faces, and an octopus. It's gonna smile at it. $65. You guys know I like weird stuff, and that is weird. I look at that and I think of those death masks. I mean, that's not what it is, but that's like, I guess one is representative of the sun and the other is a fish, of course. Or maybe one's a flower and one's a fish. I don't know. I wonder how heavy it is. But also, I'm going to buy these. $29 each. They're fairies. Yeah, I can't even lift that, so I think it's going to stay here, but it's just wacky and weird. The Talavera rooster is also pretty cool, but I'm going to pass on him as well. Alright. Let's get to the front. Okay, well, my total spend today was $405. I'm kind of excited about that Roseville. I mean, I don't normally get excited about it, but I'm excited about that rose pill. I think we're gonna do all right because it was 40% off. If it was like not 40% off, I probably wouldn't have bought them for that price. But we'll do pretty well with 40% off. So I'm gonna head home now. I've got to make dinner. I'm making dinner. You guys should be proud of me. I'm cooking. I'm trying to cook, but I'm gonna try to make dinner for the family. So I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. So long. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. In case you spotted something you just can't live without, we do post 25 to 30 new items in our eBay shop every single day, and I've posted a link to that down in the description.